Hi, my name is Julie and I'm your volunteer coordinator. Welcome to Habitat for Humanity and the Restore. Thank you for choosing to volunteer with us. Whether you're here for court-ordered restitution hours, one of the many programs the workforce has to offer, Job Corps, or high school graduation credit, we are glad you are here to help us out. As a new member of the Habitat for Humanity team, we are counting on you, and so are our Restore donors and customers. Community service can be a fun and rewarding experience. We'd like to start you down the path towards having an amazing volunteer experience by giving you some useful information about our housing program, our Restore, and by letting you know what is expected of you during your service at Habitat. Let's get started, shall we? First, let's talk about a few things you should know about Habitat for Humanity. We are a nonprofit organization dedicating to building homes for families in Mesa County. Since 1991, we've built 45. Families accepted into the partner program dedicate 500 hours, called Sweat Equity, to building their homes and the homes of others. You will also see them working alongside you at the Restore. Volunteers make up the bulk of our labor force at the Restore and at the construction site, which helps us keep costs of building down. Once our partner families complete their Sweat Equity hours, they're given the opportunity to purchase their home. The Restore covers all of our administrative costs and overhead. Additional Restore profits go directly to building homes. Whether you're out on the construction side or at the Restore, you are building homes for families in Mesa County. You should be very proud to be part of something so very special. Currently, we are building in the John H. Hoffman subdivision on D Road, where we plan to build 50+ homes for families over the next 8 years. We are actively seeking qualified applicants for our homeowner program. When you sign up to do your community service at Habitat for Humanity, you're entering into a partnership with us. This means we will help you successfully complete your community service requirement, and you will help us in our mission to build homes for families in Mesa County. The Restore is an important part of this mission because it makes building homes possible. As part of this partnership, you will be working with the public on behalf of Habitat for Humanity. Never forget, to each and every one of our customers you come in contact with, you are Habitat for Humanity. As a volunteer, you will be wearing a blue apron that identifies you with this organization, and customers will address you as such. They don't know the difference between a volunteer and an employee, and this is your opportunity to provide excellent customer service in a fun, inviting environment. This is a big responsibility we have trusted each of our volunteers with. In addition to this ambassadorial role, you will also be helping us keep our facility tidy and our store full of items to sell. You are welcome to volunteer during the hours of 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Saturday. We are closed on Sunday. Volunteers entering the store before 9 a.m. must enter through the last door on the east side of the building next to the receiving bay doors. When you arrive each day, you will likely receive 2 cards. The first card is your Make It Spiffy duty card. The task is listed on the front of the card. On the back side of the card, you will find specific information explaining what must be done in order to complete that task. The second card is your assignment card. It tells you which area of the Restore you have been assigned to work for the day. While we try to match volunteers with the skills and interests they have while working in our Restore, we assign volunteers as needed throughout the store on a daily basis. The main areas of the store have been color-coded to simplify this process. The green team is assigned to the front of the store. The blue team is assigned to the back room. The red team is assigned to the receiving area. The yellow team will be serving on the trucks, helping with deliveries and pickups and assisting our drivers. The white team are our floaters. They work in the front of the store. Each day, a member of staff is assigned to each area of the Restore, and they will serve as a team leader for that specific area. If you need a break or a lunch, that is the person you must speak with. If you want to sign out for the day, that is the person that will sign you out. If you need a project, this is the person that will assign you tasks throughout the day. We recommend volunteers arrive at the Restore at 8:30 in the morning in order to ensure their spot. Restore staff are identifiable by their gold badges or names printed on their polo shirts or coats. These are the individuals that will serve as team leaders throughout the Restore. They can also tell you where items should be placed on the sales floor. Individuals sporting silver badges bear very little difference to those with gold badges. The exception would be that silver badge indicates that that associate is volunteering their time and is not being compensated for the time they spend working at Habitat. You will never be asked to price merchandise while serving at the Restore. Pricing is always the responsibility of Restore staff or associate volunteers. Having said that, it is appropriate for a Restore associate to hand you a pricing gun and ask you to mark item-specific prices. It is not appropriate for you to grab a pricing gun and decide on your own what you would like to price an item. Customer service is the most important function you will serve at the Restore. If a customer asks a question that you do not know the answer to, it is okay to tell the customer that you do not know and refer them to an associate. If a customer approaches you and asks you for a discount on an item, your line is, "I'm sorry, I do not have the authority to do any price reductions. Let's go speak to a sales associate." For the record, the sales associate does not have that authority either. However, they are salespeople. Their job is to make that sell. Finally, we operate on a skeleton staff at the Restore, and our staff cannot possibly be everywhere all the time. Our staff is depending on you to give great customer service to our patrons. Since our ability to build homes for families in Mesa County is directly impacted by sales at the Restore, the service and overall experience each customer has while shopping at the Restore will directly impact our ability to build in the future. We are depending on you to always be at your best while serving customers at Habitat. When you are at the Restore, we expect that you will have a smile, a pleasant disposition, and a positive attitude. Having a good attitude means working in cooperation with Restore associates, customers, and fellow volunteers, and performing duties in a safe and effective manner. Anything contrary to this, of course, would be considered a bad attitude. Volunteers exhibiting a bad attitude will be asked to leave for the day. Hygiene and cleanliness are very important while working at the Restore because you will be working with the public. Therefore, we ask that when you arrive at the Restore to do community service, that you are clean and well groomed with no offensive odors. This includes obtrusive cologne or perfume odors.
So this song is just for you. Pull 'em up, fool. Every time I see you, man, I'm like, brother, please. Walking around town, pants down to your knees.
Please dress comfortably while working at the Restore. T-shirts and denim jeans are highly recommended.
Please pull your pants up. Please pull your pants up. I don't want to see your tiny whities. I don't want to see your tiny whities. Please pull
Be sure your pants are secured properly around your waist. Shorts are acceptable during the summer months as long as they are at least knee length. Clothing should be free of offensive or suggestive language or pictures. Tank tops and sleeveless shirts are not acceptable attire at the Restore. Please be sure to wear comfortable shoes for your safety. Sandals and open-toed shoes are not allowed while serving at the Restore. Drug and alcohol use is not permitted while working at the Restore. Volunteers that come in to do service smelling of alcohol or who appear to have used alcohol or recreational drugs will be sent home. Volunteers who are asked to leave twice for violating this policy will not be invited back and will need to complete their community service elsewhere. You are welcome to chew gum while working at the Restore. However, if we see it or hear it, you will be asked to get rid of it. Eating and drinking are not permitted on the sales floor. While volunteering at the Restore, smoking is never permitted in front of the building, nor is it permitted in front of the bay doors by receiving. The best place for you to smoke is on the east side of the building at the blue picnic table behind the gate. Smoking is permitted during authorized break times only. Smoking is not permitted while offloading trucks or donations or while traveling inside a Habitat vehicle. For information on our sexual harassment policy, please see our sexual harassment handout. For every 4 hours that you work at Habitat for Humanity, you will receive a 10-minute break. Breaks generally occur at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. However, if you are not working a standard shift and you would like to take a break at a different time, speak with your assigned associate for approval. For every 6 hours you work at Habitat for Humanity, you will receive a 30-minute lunch break. As long as you stay in the Restore, you are not required to sign out for your 30-minute lunch break. Simply check in and out with your assigned associate. This means you will actually be working 5.5 hours and you will get credit for 6. If, for any reason, you must leave the property, you must sign out, even if you are planning to return later in the day. Even though you must sign out, as long as you keep your lunch to 30 minutes, we will not count that 30 minutes against you. If you take longer than 30 minutes for your lunch, whether you're in the building or off-site, you will be charged for the entire time period that you were not working. Please have a staff member initial the time that you were signing in and out. It is also important that you sign out at the end of each day. We love it when our volunteers are also our customers. However, we are asking that while you are volunteering with us, that you please do your shopping before your shift, after your shift, or during your lunch break. Please do not shop while you are working. Also, no one is allowed to shop out of the receiving bay. That's customers, associates, or volunteers. In order to purchase an item, the item must already be priced and it must be out on the sales floor. Lockers are located in the break room and in the ladies' restroom. You can obtain a lock from the main office in exchange for your driver's license or a $5 bill. Your driver's license or $5 bill will be returned to you once you have returned the lock at the end of the day. Locks must be returned daily at the end of your shift. The Restore does not have a layaway program, nor do we hold items for customers. This means you will not be able to reserve an item for a customer that is running home quickly to check a measurement or a color, etc. Once a customer has purchased an item, we will store that item in the sold area located in the west wing of the receiving bay if the customer is not able to take that item home with them at the time of purchase. We will store the item in receiving for 24 hours. After 24 hours, customers will be charged a $5 a day storage fee until that item is retrieved. This fee is meant to encourage the owner to take their merchandise home as soon as possible. All merchandise must be properly priced and inspected before going out to the sales floor. All items en route to the sales floor must exit through the west side of receiving, the blue double doors. No merchandise should ever go through the south side single door by the restrooms or main office. If you see an item labeled with a Not For Sale Property of Habitat sticker, this item is not for sale. This item is the property of Habitat and should never leave the store without proper authorization. The Habitat for Humanity Restore has a no tolerance policy regarding theft in the workplace. All donated merchandise on the sales floor and coming into the building through receiving is the property of Habitat for Humanity. It does not belong to those associates or volunteers working in receiving. Therefore, associates have no authority to give merchandise away to volunteers. Please do not ask them to receive any of this incoming merchandise. This includes anything that may have been placed in the trash bin inside or outside of the facility. Finally, making deals with a donor to donate an item directly to you instead of Habitat is unethical. Violators will be asked to leave the site immediately and will not be welcomed back. When you arrive at the Restore, please park directly in front of the building in the spots closest to North Avenue. iPods are not to be used while serving at Habitat for Humanity of Mesa County. Please limit your cell phone usage while you are at Habitat. Please put your cell phones on vibrate. Let messages go to your voicemail unless absolutely necessary. Otherwise, answer the phone if needed and say, "Please hold one moment." Ask permission from the assigned team leader to return a phone call or take a phone call. Your team leader will direct you where to take your phone call so that you will be safe and out of sight. The only reason your team leader will not allow you to take a phone call is if you have abused this privilege and have taken or made many phone calls. Remember, you are here to work. Those who abuse this privilege will be asked to leave. Calls should never be taken out on the sales floor or in the receiving bay. You are welcome to give out Habitat's main number and receive a call or a message through the operator. Please do not abuse this privilege. Those who abuse this privilege will lose it.